I don't know where to begin this or exactly what to say, but a few months ago I was in court with Mia's lawyer, Eleanor Alta, and she said to me at that time, this Yale process had been going on for months, and she said to the judge that the Yale New Haven process was the best in America, in fact the best in the world. And I got a little nervous when she said that, and because they were going through a tedious and long, exhaustive kind of investigation, and they spoke with all of us, with my daughter, with Mia, with myself, with us together, with us apart. They called in witnesses, they spoke to psychiatrists, and now I feel that Eleanor Alta and Mia are going to have to really squirm to get out of this, because they've come to a decision that I can say is an accurate one. It was the only one I think they could have come to, that any responsible group would have come to. I haven't been permitted to speak to my daughter or see her in 8 months, and I think that's going to change now. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer a few of them.
What was the decision, Mr. Allen? What was the decision? We haven't been told that.
That certainly I never, ever abused my daughter. There was no sexual abuse that ever took place, and that it was either an imagined thing or a concocted thing.
What do you think it was? What do you think it was?
Pardon me?
Are you concerned that perhaps Mia may have coerced the statement on videotape from Jonah?
The videotape has been examined by psychiatrists. It's been examined by police experts, and it's been examined by audio experts. The tape was fraudulent from the start. Mia knew very well that things that my daughter was saying on the tape were not possible, because those people were not even at the house at the time. The tape has been doctored, and they've been using the tape. Was made into 10 copies a long time ago by Ms. Farrow and distributed around. It was only recalled by the judge. It's been an instrument that they've used from the start, and a terrible, terrible crime has been committed against my daughter. And I'm now going to do my best to see that that's put straight and rectified.
Base their findings on, please. Can you give us an idea of what the experts based their findings on?
The experts reviewed, these experts in here?
Yes.
Well, these experts in here saw my daughter many, many times. They saw Mia privately many times. They saw me privately. They saw me and Mia together. They spoke to the psychiatrist, the psychologist who had treated my son and daughter for a few years, concomitant with this and prior to it, and spoke to everyone involved in the situation. They've been evaluating this and meeting with us for 7 months or something now. And
did they conclude that she was never molested? Did they conclude that she was never molested by anyone?
Wait, I can only do one of these things at a time.
Did they conclude that she was never molested by anyone?
That's correct. They concluded that no child molestation, no child abuse ever took place. They were conclusive about that, and they hypothesized a few possibilities about, such as the ones that I gave you, that under terrible, terrible stress in an ugly atmosphere in the home in which she has been held prisoner for 8 months, this thought emerged in her, as it very often does in 7-year-old children under such terrible stress, or that possibly it was programmed into her as a deliberate ploy, as also happens frequently in child custody cases.
What do you mean? Mia's lawyer said it's incomplete and inaccurate.
Mr. Allen, can you please describe when you met Ms. Farrow today up in the office, what that was like? Because both of you seem red-eyed, as though you had both been crying.
No, there was no crying. She wasn't crying and I wasn't crying. No, it was very uneventful. You'd be very bored. We sat at a long table, and the doctor, explained the report to us, and it was, from that point of view, it was quite,
What do you mean? Mia's lawyer says the report was incomplete and inaccurate? How do you respond to that?
Mia's lawyers will have to take any position they can possibly take. After saying that Yale was the greatest in the world, they will now have to take any position they can possibly squirm for to denigrate the report, or, they'll do anything they
Mia's lawyer
can.
says it's not over yet,
in
that
any
we're going to
way?
court, is that correct?
Of your parenting
What-
in any
but-
way? Was the report critical of your parenting in any way?
Critical of my parenting?
Yeah, I mean, did it? Did they?
No,
find
the
any
report
fault
was
with
the
it all?
report was about whether child abuse took place with Dylan. That's
But
what
it's
the
not
report.
over yet, right? We're going to court, according to her lawyer.
Well, I'm seeking custody of the children. I want to get the kids rescued from this atmosphere. It's been a horrible, horrible 8 months for my daughter, not being permitted to see me or speak to me. Being encouraged, at the very minimum, encouraged to recite the story over and over, and pushed and prodded and badgered on this pathetic tape that was made of her, or worse. But I'm going to go to court certainly to get custody of the children.
Have you right now?
There can't possibly be charges against you as a result of this report?
Can you say this again?
Have they told you that this ends the matter and that there cannot now be charges brought by the state attorney?
No, what happens is the Connecticut police hired these people. They've given in their report. Now, I don't know what happens in the district attorney can do what he wants. I mean, but the report has conclusively concluded that no child abuse took place.
How do you feel about it?
She said you
I-
plan on taking any legal action against her. You obviously have expressed the family very, very angry. Now that this has come out, number one, do you think it's going to cock the bar badge, number one? And are you planning on taking any legal action against her, or what you've been through for the past 8 months?
What I'm planning on doing at the moment is getting my children. I mean, that's the thing that is uppermost in my mind. I want to get the children free of that atmosphere, and I want to see my daughter again and see my son, not in the pinched, constricted, grudging way that I've been allowed at this point. I want to see my children, as a normal father, and get custody of them.
How soon is that likely to happen, Mr. Allen?
Immediately. I believe this will turn everything around immediately. I've been operating for months now. Unfortunately, in these kind of situations, and I understand the well-being of children is always the paramount thing, and so whenever there's an allegation of child abuse, the presumption of innocence is lost suddenly on the parent, and the person, like myself, has got to suddenly demonstrate that this thing never happened. There's not a presumption of innocence on me, it's a presumption of guilt. And so, the thing was turned over by the Connecticut police, who have been doing the investigation, to Yale, New Haven, who are, the best at this. And they've done it for many, many months, and they've come to the conclusion that no child abuse ever took place.
Are you concerned about how Dylan's going to react now that's been kept for so long, and also because of this story that doesn't have any merit, I guess?
I think that Dylan ultimately will be thrilled to see me. I know that she loves me and she misses me. I was told that by the people here who have spent extensive time interviewing her and who recommend that I be with her as quickly as possible and extensively. And, so I'm...
How do you feel towards Mia Farrow right now?
Wait, say that.
What kind of effect will this have on both the custody case and the adoption, the attempt in the service court to overturn the adoption? How do you think this is going to play?
The attempt to overturn the adoption is a dreadful, dreadful thing. It's a pathetic ploy. Surely no mother could want to overturn her child's adoption when the child could have a wonderful and loving father. And particularly if that father is exonerated of any suspicion, the fact that the mother would still go ahead and